Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team. This is episode number 70. In the previous episode, I did accidentally say the last episode was episode 70, but it was episode number 69, which I can't believe I missed the intro for the one episode that I could have made a joke about, as far as numbers go, for obvious reasons. But you know what? It is what it is, man. Episode 69 is completed, and you know what? It was kind of an annoying episode to begin with. We ended up losing a game. I mean, it was a pretty normal game all in all. Like, the guy probably deserved to win, but there were some plays that were just very frustrating, like getting thrown behind the line of scrimmage when you already have the first down, and just the animation makes it so you lose it. The guy had a couple of one-play touchdowns. That's ultimately what won him the game. So this game, going into this episode, going into these games, we're trying not to give up the big score. That has honestly been the biggest issue with my defense. It seems like my corners, they don't really get burnt, it seems like. It's just the crossing routes and all that type of shit. The shit that everybody gets burnt by this year, man. The stuff that everybody complains about, that's the stuff I get burnt by. So I don't even know if it's my team, if it's just the game, if it's a little bit of both. I mean, we'll obviously upgrade the team in the corners and the secondary as we go. But right now it's frustrating, just having to worry about manning or cross-manning people and not even knowing if they're fast enough or even close enough to make a play on the ball. So right now, we're on offense, though. I'm talking about defense. We're on offense and we're dotting, man. We're running, we're dotting. We do try to get it on first and goal. Looked like I had it, but I think I ran into Franco Harris right there. Franco does lead the way, but we get stuffed once again. Third and goal, we decide to run it one more time. We decide to stay true, and we do end up getting in with Todd Gurley because that dude is the vulture on the goal line. If we get there passing, we're running it in with Gurley. If we get there running, it seems like we tend to high point. So I don't know. However we get down the field is the opposite of how we score, it seems like. But this guy on offense does have Deshaun Watson. I'm not sure if it was the team MVP. I don't even think team MVPs were out during this gameplay. Maybe they were. Actually, you know what? They were. They definitely were. Because this episode, we have Tyler Lockett. I just realized I didn't even talk about T-Lock. But I did pick up 94 Tyler Lockett. Kind of a mini upgrade because he doesn't actually end up staying on the team for a long time. Like, he'll be on the team for a bit, but I just don't like him, man. It kind of sucks because Tyler Lockett being a 94 overall, being one of my favorite players, I thought would be on the team for a long time. I have his jersey. I have the action green jersey. I'm a big fan of T-Lock, but he just didn't play all that great, man. You guys will see. I think it's just him having his speed and me putting deep threat on him. It's just, I don't know, I feel like kind of a waste not being able to run him on drags and stuff like that. But you guys will see later we end up taking that off, and he still doesn't do all that great. So you know what? It doesn't really matter, man. On our second offensive drive, kind of talking over everything right now, we do end up getting a touchdown, or not a touchdown. We do end up getting a field goal, trying to go for the end zone with Tyler Lockett. Could not get it. So now this guy back on offense throws his second user pick of the game. Just throw it at me, man. Why the fuck not? I think that is our second. Yeah, it is. So, my bad. I forgot to hit it the first time again. So, that's two-time right there, man. We got two user picks to start this game. Up 10-0 early. And that is Vance McDonald getting wide open on the sideline there, man. That quick playmaker. His D-line just didn't really force enough pressure. We ended up making that play without a Graham. There was just enough time that we could find somebody. 2nd and 9. We decided to really look for the end zone right there, but there was just nothing there as my phone goes off. And, unprofessional. But we have to throw it away. I'm kind of surprised that wasn't grounding. It seemed like I may have been in the pocket. But I guess since it was, like, to the right and over some people, they actually called it grounding when he threw it away from inside the pocket because it went over some people's heads, man. But 13-0 at this point. We do have to take our field goal once again. Not too mad at it. Honestly, right now we're just trying to get the win. So it being pretty much 2 full scores or almost 2 full scores as my dogs are going fucking nuts. Isn't it fun when dogs try to fuck with you? I mean, they do it to me all the time. Mainly when I'm recording. I don't know why. It's when I close the door, man. They just think it's okay to bark at anything. Like, oh, he's not out here, I'm going to bark it. I don't get it. But 2nd and 4, this dude, again, having Deshaun Watson, does have the ability to scramble, just like Michael Vick, but he does get sacked by Frank Clark, man. They just came out with a limited time combine Frank Clark, which I would really love to get, but he's 500K, and there's no way I'm spending 500K on a fucking end. No way, especially when this 91 Frank Clark plays so damn well. But 13-3 at this point, he does end up taking his 3. So, he chips away a little bit, man. But up, obviously, still 2 scores, being up 10. 5 seconds left at the 46-yard line now. We try to get into field goal range very quickly. I mean, we really try, man. We do end up getting one-on-one coverage on the left side. We go with the new addition, Tyler Lockett, and he cannot make the catch, man. I mean, let's be honest. Probably a very small percentage of times Tyler Lockett is going to catch that ball. I mean, maybe in real life, a way higher percentage one-on-one. Tyler Lockett, he doesn't give no fucks. He'll go up with anybody. He doesn't care. But, unfortunately right there, we cannot make the catch. I just saw one-on-one with a new card. I figured, why not try it? Like I said, T-Lock will not be on the team, for a long time, a long period to come. He will be in some frequent episodes for, I don't know, maybe 10 episodes or so. But he will not be on the team for a long time. Like I say, just didn't play all that great. But you know what? We try. We try to get him the ball. he just didn't really make anything happen, man. But going into half, this guy does get the ball, but does get stuck in 3rd and 16 pretty quickly, finds Dallas Clark. I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name right. For some reason, I was saying Dwight Clark, the guy that caught the catch from Joe Montana. But 4th and 8, he decides to go for it. And Reggie White, man, that dude's been showing out. He's been playing a lot better recently. I mean, we got Reggie White to be a main run stopper. And it seems like I've been getting killed more on the run now as well. So, like, my whole idea of getting, like, a real 4-3 D-line, like, with 2 D tackles and I don't know. I've been trying to get some guys that can actually stop the run, but now looking at my D-line as we go to the end zone, Tyler Lockett, man. He does end up making that catch. A nice little high point. He does catch it in traffic, and that is enough for this dude to go ahead and quit, and we are going to go ahead and move on to game number 2. But anyway, what I was saying before we scored that touchdown, just doesn't seem like my D-line maybe is the greatest at, I don't know, run stopping as I thought they would be, and we have Alan Page, John Randall, and Reggie White. Reggie White plays like a beast run stopping and now pass rushing, but John Randall and Alan Page, they seem to get maybe a tiny bit bullied in there in the middle of the D-line, man, so we might need to make some upgrades there as far as like pure run stoppers. Is right here, we did end up finishing the journey. 95 Le'Veon Bell will not see the team. I just want to let you guys know that I did finish Journey, so I finished that up. The new Journey, whatever, did not finish the previous 2, but I finished the newest one to get that Le'Veon. We did also get Denzel Ward. Now, I ended up, well, I should have recorded it. I keep forgetting to record, like, any pack that I open, just in case I pull something good, but it was a level pack for, I believe, level 71 or 70, I'm not sure which one it was. One where you get an Ultimate Legend pack, and I ended up pulling that Denzel Ward. Now, I was going to keep him, but I smartly don't later because we end up getting a corner that ends up being better than him. But 96 speed, I had to try it. I had to try Denzel Ward, see if maybe he got beat, see if I could press. But this game was another hell game, man. You know, I think I said that a couple episodes ago. You know, I basically just call hell games that are just so infuriating to play that when I'm playing them live that I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, this is one of those games where I was pissed, like really pissed, man. This guy knew what he was doing. He had a good defense. I just didn't really make the smartest reads, I guess, in this game. I probably could have taken more chances, is what I should have said, man. But this ends up being an extreme defensive battle, a really, really good game against a tough opponent. As right there, T-Lock frees up, man. 95 speed, he is going to free up every once in a while. Of course, we will take that right here. Todd Gurley just spinning in the garbage. You know, with the new patch or whatever with the whole falling forward thing, they did make it so when you spin your back into somebody, you fumble more. So I'm going to try not to do that as much. I've been trying not to spin in general as much because I feel like I'm going a little bit over the top with it. It's right here. Speaking of going over the top, we decided to go over the top to Tyler Lockett, and it was just not doing, man. I think that might be Malcolm. Yeah, it is Malcolm Jenkins. I'm assuming team MVP Malcolm Jenkins because this guy was rocking. He was rocking a lot of Eagles, man. He had LeGarrette Blount. He played for the Eagles. LeGarrette Blount, Mike Vick. I'm not sure who he's going to right now. I believe that's Alshon Jeffrey. Like, I think this was a Eagles theme team looking back at it. I didn't notice it when I was playing the game. But this was an Eagles theme team, man. I'm not sure who his punter is. Maybe he doesn't have every Eagle, but I see a lot of Eagles out there, man. I think I saw Zach Ertz, saw Alshon Jeffrey. We'd have to look again. I'm sure Chris Carter's out there most likely. But right there, Richard Sherman. We do end up coming out in regular punt return because, I don't know, I just didn't trust myself returning the punt with Desmond King, who was not that great of a punt or kick returner. He has good juke move, no spin move, but I don't know. I rarely even return stuff anymore. I'm just scared of fumbling. But right there, we do end up getting sacked by Fletcher Cox, another Eagle, man. 3rd and 19, looking down the field. We do end up playmakering Mr. Doug Baldwin back. We dive to avoid a hit. I tried to just get down, but I almost dove behind the first down. That would have been kind of funny. But 1st and 10, we decide to go to George Fant, who was not supposed to be in on that play. But we will take a couple of yards on that. Whenever I throw to George Fant now, like back then, it was like, okay, he has Stickum. He played really good on like our budget type team. Now he's gotten down on the depth chart where he is a pure blocker. So when you guys see me throw to George Fant, it's like, why are you throwing to George Fant? You should not be throwing to him. But 4th and 2, man, obviously it being 0-0, I'm kind of just taking it easy. I'm taking it slow. We do end up punting the ball 0-0, as I said. You don't get these games very often. Into the second quarter, this guy is running a lot of the plays that seem to burn me, but I'm locking it up, man. My defense is playing great right now. At the time, I thought it was Denzel Ward, maybe. Just one player was making the difference. But right there, kind of a weird play, man. 1st and 10 turns into 2nd and 29. And he punts. He punts on 2nd down. Now, you can see why he did it. He ended up accidentally rushing out of bounds. I've done that before. A minus 19-yard rush. And he ends up punting on 2nd down. And it actually helps him, man. I decided to take my shot down the field. I think I was looking for Vance McDonald. Just saw him way too late, man. And we throw a pick. So just like that, this dude ends up punting on 2nd down. And a couple plays later, he's at the 3-yard line. So a pretty damn good decision by him, man. Ends up getting sacked, or not really sacked, just runs out of bounds inside the yard line. A minus 19-yard rush. Decides to punt on second instead of risking the safety, and now he's on the one with an easy chance to take the lead, but our defense is locking up on the goal line, man. 3rd and goal, 4th and goal, first and goal, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. We just stuff him, man. Nothing really doing. 4th and goal, he does decide to take his 3. So I'm happy with that, man. Obviously only giving up 3 points in this defensive battle. I feel like we can easily come back and, get at least 3 points or get 6 or get 9, whatever it takes, man. I mean, we all know in Madden, all it takes is one play. Right now, we're just trying to beat them and make a hasty read. Very hasty read. I was looking deep initially, and I was about to pull the trigger. Instead, I saw the in route over the middle. Did not read his user. That was just one of those plays I really tried to avoid making, but right there I did, and then I don't even know what to say about that catch. He just got suctioned in midair, and I don't know. I think this play I was offside, so he does end up getting a free play, and Alshon Jeffrey again gets like the same catch animation, man. He was sitting there forever. I don't even know, man. Alshon Jeffrey gets him to the 1-yard line. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Can we lock up again? We get like Garrett Blunt at the 1-yard line with Brian Dawkins. 3rd and goal. We stuff him again, man. He cannot get into this end zone. 4th and goal. Decides to run a fake. Rolls out to the right. There is just nothing there, man. Throws it out the back of the end zone. Probably the dumbest decision this dude makes all game. I don't know why he went for a fake. Then again, I did that before too, but not in a 3-point game. That was really weird. With 1 second left, I don't know why he decides to call a timeout. I don't know if this dude was just upset or something, but the end of that half ended way different than I thought he would. I thought he'd be up 6-0, and I thought there would be very little time and we would just take a knee on the kickoff. Instead, goes for a fake, doesn't get it, and he does get the ball back at half. So that's another thing that made me scratch my head. It was like, you have the 3 points to make it 6-0. You come out of half. You could make it 9-0 and be up 2 scores as he finds Zach Ertz on just the Mike Vick plays, man. This guy's offense was based around basically rolling out to the left and right. I mean, this guy cannot make a read inside the pocket. It's just throw it at me, man. Why the fuck not? Bobby Wagner comes up with the interception right there. Again, I end up putting on contains just because I know contains are broken, but at this point, I'm just trying not to let the motherfucker roll out. So we end up getting the pick on the next play. And again, we forced him to stay in the pocket. I didn't see this dude making many plays from inside the pocket. It was a lot of just rolling out, waiting for people to reroute, which is not skill. People say, oh, if you just keep the play alive long enough in playmaker, that's skill. Which I don't deny that, using playmaker to an extent, actually, that does, use some skill to playmaker the right people and playmaker them in the right direction. But it's like, if that's your main offense, if that's how you run your offense, I'm sorry, you're not skilled. Not at all. Right there, he does make a nice throw from inside the pocket. I will not make this dude out to be horrible. He did make some fine reads, but it was just, it was nothing. It was the same play, just looking for high points. He was basically waiting for better luck on each play and stuff like that. It's right there. Chris Carter, another Eagle, makes the catch, just a drag. It was drags and high points. I mean, you guys have saw it throughout the whole game. He just really doesn't do anything else. Is right there. I believe he tries to go to a high point once again over the middle. I kind of got beat on that in route, but we had people right there. We had people he was going to throw it right into. So 4th and goal, decides to go for it, doesn't get it. Again, man, so he forfeits his 3 points again. At this point, he could be up 9-0 and have this game put away. But you look on the other side, and he's probably like, this dude can't move the ball on me. This guy cannot score. I can't get anything going on this dude, man. It was unbelievable. It seemed like I could get some plays going, get a string of plays. All he did was send blitzes. Blitzes don't scare me. I just don't have enough time to get it off. Right there, I have square wide open, and I can't get it off. Like, I can't make the read. Is right there. We finally have enough time to make the read. And you see how fast Brian Dawkins breaks on that ball. That was almost picked. I have to put somebody else out there. But that is our best receiver, Doug Baldwin, 95 overall. I mean, if anybody's going to be able to separate, it's him. Is right there. Just a bad read, man. I mean, I'm just all over the place on offense this game, man. I'm all over the place. I don't know what to do. I'm just trying different shit. This guy's defense is locking me up. But you look at it from the other end, and we're doing pretty good too, man. We're stopping him. The only plays he's getting is where he just makes like an extra 5 or 6 seconds happen with Mike Vick. You see him just gradually stepping back in the pocket, just making more time. Finally get a sack, 2nd and 19. I don't know how that wasn't a pick, but you know what? It is what it is. 3rd and 19. Michael Vick stepping back once again. Tries to fire a dot from inside the pocket. Again, a high point into coverage. Is not caught. Is batted away. And our defense locks up again. At this point, I love my defense right now. At max, we should have given up 9. Right now, we've only given up 3 because he's gotten greedy a couple times. Again, I don't know if he ran that fake on purpose. Thinking about it, it just doesn't make any sense why he would have ran that fake. But you know what? It is what it is. We are in this situation right now. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. down 3 points in the fourth quarter. You don't usually see games like this, man. I mean, 3-0, 0-0. Games like this just don't usually happen. So right now, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, we're just trying to get into field goal range. Right here, we take a shot at Doug Baldwin. Not a shot we usually take, man. Was completely covered. But you know what? At this point, we got to start getting risky. 1st and 10, we run the ball and hurdle. I don't know why. Makes it 2nd and inches, and I want to run the ball again, but instead, I decide to run a play-action pass. Nothing is open until finally I find Calvin Johnson just sitting wide open. We hit the possession catch, and he drops it. He makes that catch. We're in field goal range, 3rd and inches. Wow, somebody came flying in, and I had to cut to the right. I get completely stuffed. 4th and 1, man. We should have had the first a couple plays ago. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. 4th and 1, we go to Franco Harris, and it's batted away. We had Tyler Lockett wide open above him, man, and I just miss it. And that's just the story of this game, man. Actually, you know what? The story of this game is the next play. Just look at this high point to end the game. This was the whole game. This was the whole game, man. He sits in the pocket. He throws a high point like that. If he rolls around, he's doing what everybody else does, and he just waits for somebody to free up. That just sucks, man. We should have had a first, possibly tie the game if Calvin makes that catch. We're in field goal range, but you know what? Who knows what happens after that? And you know what? Ultimately, we just couldn't get anything going, man. I threw 5 picks. 5 picks ain't good, but you know what? GG to my opponent. The guy played really, really well. I did not. He had really good defense. I did not have good offense. My defense played really solid in this game, only giving up 3 at max. They should have gave up 9. So, I mean, a solid game all around, just unfortunately ended up being 3-0 and a 3-0 L. So, whatever, man. You go through those tough games, those tough hell games every once in a while. I don't like to shade away from the toughest games I play. We throw 5 picks. It's a tough-ass L. But you know what? We could have easily got the win if we just make a couple better decisions. Hopefully, we fix those up and, the episodes to come. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Be sure to look out for the next one. And as always, I'm out. Peace.